What's going on, guys? RyFlawless here, and today we're going to do something very different. We're going to play the game Awkward, which is a card game, and we'll get in here and read the description in a second. But the reason why I'm doing this game is A, it was on sale for $3 in the PlayStation Store, and B, because I play a lot of different games on the channel and make a lot of different content. But one of the things that I don't do is make content that's very personable. I don't have a camera or face cam in most of my videos, and I don't really do Q&As or anything like that. But this game is going to ask me questions in particular, and I'm going to try and answer them, or I am going to answer them as open and honestly as possible. And so then you'll find out a little bit about me. So as far as the single player of this game, what I kind of get from it is that you're trying to actually guess how other people honestly answer it when you're playing in the single player. Multiplayer, you're trying to guess how your partner would respond and try and make a connection that way. However, I'm just going to play the single player and answer the way I would answer, and not so much worry about the score. But let's go ahead and read this warning. I don't know if this is actually true, but let's get through it. Warning. Awkward is devilishly simple, yet deviously wicked. A card game that originated in the late 1800s. It was subsequently banned for over 100 years. Playing Awkward supposedly has the power to transform acquaintances into best friends, but it also has the ability to ruin relationships and start fights. Though wildly popular on its introduction and renowned for giving unique insight into people's personalities, it was cited as the main cause for a rise in barroom brawls and requests for divorce. Locked away until 2018, Snap Finger Click has uncovered the forbidden pastime and brings it to you, now in its original form. Please enjoy responsibly. Now, even though it says it was created in the 1800s, I do know that they put modern questions in here as well. So it's not just going to apply to general personality questions. I've seen that there's things about like the show Black Mirror and things like that. So there are some kind of pop culture-esque things. They still kind of deal in personality and morality, but let's go ahead and get into it to see what it asked me. Alright. Objective. Answer the given questions truthfully and let the other player guess how you've answered. How well do you know each other? Play at your own risk. Okay, so we're playing one player. Play solo and try to guess how the awkward players have answered their questions. So, I'm not going to try and guess how other people answered. I'm just going to answer the questions the way I would answer them. That way, you can get to know me. Round one. Guess the answer is guess what the rest of the world is thinking. Okay, yep. Like I said, we'll disregard that. Alright. Do you think a good education is the key to getting a good job? You know what? I think that it's part of it, but I don't think it's the whole thing. So I'm gonna say no.
That's bloody awkward.
Now I figured the rest of the world would say yes, but the thing is, I've seen circumstances that kind of say otherwise. I'd say it's definitely easier, and it definitely helps. I'm not gonna say that education doesn't matter, because it most definitely does. I just don't think it's always the main factor. Oh, they're gonna make me do math. What is the answer to 6 divided by 2? Alright, so 6 divided by, so we're gonna do parentheses first. So that's 3 times 2, so it's 1. It's 1. And it's because that's the answer. So, alright. This one should be very highly in our favor. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how people got... You know what? I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm not a fan of math, so you know what? No. Which is better on top of a Christmas tree? You know what's interesting? My Christmas tree, that's still up. Does not have an angel or a star on it. Mine actually has a North Pole on it that lights up on the top and projects lights onto the ceiling. But, you know, I've done both an angel and a star on my Christmas tree, but I'm going to go with the more recent I've had of the two, which is a star, which I think is probably, yeah, the rest of the world agrees on that, so. But by how much? By a lot. Hot God. Alright. Which decade would you prefer to live in? Ah, interesting. But this one's not actually particularly that hard for me. I would honestly pick 1980s because, I mean, I'm a 90s kid. I was born in 89, but you know, I love the 90s, and the 80s gets me closer to there. Plus, you know, video games really start to pick up in the 80s, and so much rather be there than the 60s.
That's really cute.
And the rest of the world agrees with me, so you know. Let's see by how much, because I don't think it's that big of a margin. Oh wow, okay, it is. But I mean, the people playing this are playing video games, so I feel like that makes that decision easier. Honestly, had I been answering to what I think people answered, I would have had 100%. Because that education one, I knew that was going to be how the rest of the world answered. Let's keep going. Round 2. Which bad habit is your partner more likely to be guilty of? Alright, let's see. You know, if I answered which one I'd be more guilty of. Okay, so using the last of the toilet paper, putting empty cartons back in the fridge. God, I'm guilty for both. If I was gonna pick for my wife, I mean, literally it would lean more probably towards putting an empty carton back. But honestly, she's good about both these things. But I'm just gonna go ahead and click the old circle on that. The rest of the world does not agree, but let's see. But I mean, that's kind of like the using the last of the toilet paper. It's one that's more like, I think, irritating to people. So I can see why people lean that way. Which bad habit are you more likely to be guilty of? Okay. I hate being late. I absolutely despise it. So whatever the other thing is, but not leaving a tip. I would never do that either. So this is a tough one for me because, you know, honestly, I hate even the thought of being late for anything. But I would say more often, occasion that maybe happen more often would probably be the running late, because I mean, there's more instances for that to happen where something got in the way of being on time, but not necessarily making a habit of it. But I'm gonna go ahead and click that because I'm not that guy not leaving a tip. So, yeah. And the rest of the world agrees. I think that seemed about the margin, I would think. Are you comfortable breaking wind in front of your partner? Okay. I think, you know, I've been with my my wife for 10 years now. At least we've been married for 10 years now, and yeah, you assume you should be comfortable with that, but I think the whole, like, stigma of it has made me just not comfortable with it in front of anyone, really. So I'm gonna say no.
What?
I thought the margins would be a little bit closer there. Wow, okay, were you happy with the outcome of the 2016 U.S. presidential election? That is resounding no. And the rest of the world agrees. We, the game has spoken, the people have spoken. Let's see the margin. Look at that. Look at that. Astounding. I like how it says current conformity. And I'm answering these honestly. So, I don't think like everyone else. So I kind of like that, so. What do you find more important in a job? Money or respect? I'd say in anything in life, respect is more important. I mean, yeah, we live in a society where, the money matters, and we need money, but I'd rather be respected for what I do and be paid less than be paid more and be walked over. So, respect is more important.
That's really cute.
And I think this is going to be probably by quite a big margin, I would say, that people would agree. Wow. That's closer than I thought it would be. Which would you rather do? Steal money from a children's charity tin? Steal a homeless person's blanket? Wow. I mean, both these are awful, and I would never want to do either of these things. In the grand scheme of thing, I think morally it would feel worse to steal from a children's charity, as that's going towards more than one person, and stealing a homeless person's blanket, while terrible, affects one person. So that's how I'm gonna answer. And I feel like, wow, the rest of the world did not agree with me. How close is it? Okay, wow, yeah. Final conformity. Alright, I need some alone time is, I know you can't see that, is the name of the trophy for that. Alright, that was fun, guys. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more like that, and if you like what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe to see more. I plan on doing at least 5 of these, because I think it's fun, and I think it's a a good way to, you know, for you guys to get to know me. But I'll see you the next time. I'll see you in the next time. I'll see you in the next video. You're all flawless. Bye.